Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. Oh man, what we had yesterday. And go on, sorry, Rick. And again, the camera's sorted out here. Where are they? Broken this morning. There we go. There's Rick and Uffe. Morning, boys.
Good morning. What a beautiful Thursday it is.
What?
Okay, there we go. I was wondering. Yeah, it feels like it should be a Thursday for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, this legs don't like this.
One thing that was good about the race yesterday is, and I think is a good part about races for me, is that afterwards, just that feeling of, there, well, I finished it. It kind of powers me through the day. So yesterday I felt good. I had a lot of energy. I mean, that all comes back at some point, but today I feel okay. I don't feel too fatigued. But I don't think at Odivas today I'll be dropping back to help anybody that's a minute behind. But yeah, I mean, technically yesterday's race was less effort than the team time trial the week before, according to the numbers. But just the amount of effort required in those spots.
Yeah, if you look at normalized power, you see that was harder.
Because like my 20-minute was 1/10 lower.
My normalized power was above my FTP for the whole race.
Oh wow, I need to look at that actually.
It's in the column in the Swift Power just after on this power.
Did you see what I did after the race, Andy?
What did you do after the race?
I took a ride on Recovery George. I put it down as Recovery George. And I managed to keep it in the gray zone just about the whole time.
I did a full level yesterday.
I did not. All right. Normalized power. I thought it would be in Strava, but I guess not.
Yeah, well, the Strava source settings at least.
There'll be many people on George today. Hey up, Owen. I went in search of your DRL race yesterday, Owen, and I didn't find a video. Did you race?
Oh yeah, my normalized power was definitely over. Finally found it. My normalized power was 288. My FTP is 276.
You said yesterday.
Oh, gotcha. That explains why there was no video for you there, Owen.
Oh yeah. How was the concert? I bet it was better than racing that course.
That's a good thing, Owen. Although I don't know how I take it. They did better without you than they would otherwise. So yesterday, Clay was telling me about how he just got a spin bike a few weeks ago. How he's been doing that for an hour. He's been turning up the resistance a bit. He was like talking about he's been able to step it up to 180 watts for an hour. I just didn't say anything. I just went, wow, that's good. Left it at that. It was tempting for a moment to be like,
That's not so bad. That's what I did with Coco.
that's what I recover at. And he's in no way an out of shape guy. He's I mean, he'd do better picking heavy things up and carrying them long
down
distances and putting them back down again than I would. He's a 6 foot, 200 pound, all muscle kind of guy.
So he's already carrying a lot of stuff around.
Yeah. Which then I was trying to tabulate that one. What's 200 pounds at 180 watts? But it also changes things when once you turn it into the thing you do
and it's a group activity, and you got to keep up with the group. So I do have days where 180 watts is not really what I feel like doing.
Yeah, I bled from the eyeball zone last night trying to catch on to the lead pack after the third late snapper.
Yeah, believe braid. That's tough.
I'd mentioned to Faith that we were racing, and he was watching for a bit of it as well while she was doing some homework.
Oh, nice. You got to see you all red-faced and just about falling out of your saddle.
Yep.
Still going. Yeah, that was impressive. You were definitely, once again, you were on the edge and still going. You stayed on the edge for a good solid minute, I would say, at least. On that third one, I was like, oh, this is the worst part. Heidi was kind of looking over at it. I was like, oh, this is the worst part. This is where you got to keep pushing. You're already wiped out. And then I was like, and right about here is when I just didn't want to push anymore. Oh, Andy's still going. Okay. And then this is where I was able to kind of ease up. Oh, Andy's still going.
Yeah.
You did get like right on the edge of that draft line.
Yeah.
If it was like, you would have just been a meter or two ahead, you might have grabbed it. It was so close. But yeah.
It certainly wasn't for lack of trying.
In the end, that's what makes me happy about him, is the fact that I just put out way more than I ever would in a workout for that amount of time.
So this guy's going to have pulled me most of the way up here. I've managed to flag on to a guy that's doing 3 watts a kilo on 50% incline. 20 seconds left. It's about to go through. I want to try and beat him up here now. I don't know how achievable this is going to be. It's all blue and yellow from here on in. We'll ease up a little bit. I think this is what they call hair of the dog on. Yeah, it's not a little here.
Yeah, I'm just doing it says high intensity, 80% of my FTP. Kind of the most restful one in the workout, right? So I'm going with it. Yeah, that's the thing I'm concerned about is tomorrow will be the day. And my workout gets significantly harder tomorrow. Tomorrow's Alp day. And it's tempo with 45-second sprints. No breaks in between, so it'll be good. Good training for stuff like yesterday. Wow. This guy's monitoring his core temperature. Said. Just when you thought you had enough data to deal with, he's monitoring his core temperature.
Ooh. No, it's the fastest I've climbed up there.
Oh, that race was horrible. See you next time.
Hi, Uffe.
Yeah.
See you in a bit. What did I go and do that for?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've gone up Ben Top.
I couldn't tell you the last time I went up there. Actually, you know, I do remember. Oh no, we did it on a workout once.
I'm just ruined ever since. Ah, yes. That's a good idea. That's probably the closest you can get to getting ready for Mount Lemon, huh? That one seems like one of those extra long climbs.
Is the I'll get to Lemon this year? Lemon and lime Gatorade.
Man, last night I hit it hard. I even got 8.5 hours of sleep
I didn't.
before the race. And so I was like, oh yeah, here we go. I'm primed. And I had a really good day. I was just getting all kinds of things done. And then, man, after eating dinner, I sat down, watched your race, and then put something on the TV. And I'm on the couch, and gradually I just started to like slump over. And then I'd wake up. I'd be like, oh, what time is it? Oh, it's not even 8 yet. Okay. Just kept doing that. And then I kept asking, you ready for bed? And she was just kind of not really answering me. So I was like, okay. I'll just keep sitting here trying to stay awake. The last couple of nights I've gone to sleep when she's still awake. So this time I was going to wait. And I did. I just kept falling asleep on the couch though.
I think I still got RGT installed on this computer, Owen. Not that I could load any GPX files into it now.
But you don't want to do the exact same climb. because then it won't be as fun. Actually, that might be kind of cool to do the climb virtually, and then it would probably be way better. Obviously, it'd be way better doing it in person. Other than the temperatures, eventually. Yeah, I would say so. Surprised they don't have a Mount Lemon course on any platform. So, I mean, it's a pretty popular climb. I do think it's kind of cool to be able to be like, oh yeah, I remember this turn. Here I am doing it for real. I really like the climb. It's pretty short, but I like the climb nearest to here, where I lived at, on Cadillac Mountain, where it's only 3.5 miles long, only goes up 1,500 feet, but it's right in the middle of Acadia National Park, so you can see all of the other mountains next to it and views of the ocean. Very nice.
I need to come and visit
Just
you.
a
That'll
little-
be a good one for Everesting.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
need
that's
to
what
do it
my
20
brother's-
times.
My brother's dad was talking about that. They used to do races up it, and then they also would do distance challenges on it. Can't remember what the average gradient is on it. It's not outrageous. Just right. Let's see. What? They don't have an automatic course for it? What is this?
I'm not close to any real decent climbs here. We've got Rid Mountain, which is what, a 2-hour drive away. That's 750 feet of climbing in a single ascent. Ask me how I know. 20 miles away, I've got the climbing High Cliff State Park, which is 250 feet. That's about it. Now, Faro Springs Road on the other side of the lake. That is, that's an 8%.
All right, so this is, whoa.
I've ridden up that,
All about-
and then we were around that side of Lake Winnebago. So I decided to show Yolanda and the kids what I'd ridden up. And I drove up it and I'm thinking, I've ridden up this.
Oh yeah, so if you go straight from the bottom, or the road that goes up it, it's 3.8 miles and it's 1,000 feet. But if you include the Park Loop Road, then you can make a good like 25-mile ride out of it, and then you get a lot more climbing, because there is a Park Loop Road does go from the base of Cadillac, which I don't think I can move that.
But
But
there's certainly some bumpy bits at the bottom of Wisconsin, Owen, but where I am, there isn't much. And even Lake Winnebago, it doesn't get very deep.
why is it not giving me the percentage? Come on. Oh yeah, and this is saying it goes up over 1,400. Oh, okay. Because it starts at about 500 feet of elevation. Or 400. Yeah, that would make sense. But yeah, it's not giving me the average for whatever reason. Probably have to look at it on computer. Yeah, I wouldn't say pan flat. It's definitely not as steep as the Rockies. You don't get your 10,000 footers and stuff. I will tell you though, everything from Chicago there will be absolutely pan flat. For someone like me who's grown up my entire life where there's no such thing as straight roads, unless if it's like a river plain, to go out to the Midwest is kind of weird. Pretty boring actually, trying to drive on a road that doesn't look that far away, but then you find out that you can see a lot further than you think.
Morning, boys.
Good morning.
There, Ian.
Oh, you missed a good one yesterday.
Did I really though?
I think
Ian
it
was
would have
washing
been
his hair.
It does take a while to do that, you know.
for a guy that likes climbs so much, though. You've been missing a lot of them in the last
I
week.
know. I was very disappointed that I missed that on Friday.
I hate short climbs. Attack points, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
But yet I feel like I've been doing them a lot.
How badly have you
Unfortunately,
set
I had
the
to
privacy?
work.
Can I open what on? You sent me something here? Yes, you have. Let me have a look. Yeah, then it says the record you are trying to view is not public.
Yeah, it's not public. There we go. Second try. There it is. Hey, I think I know that one. Is that really an average of 12%? I do remember the, I'm guessing, is that Leith or Life?
Please.
When I was doing the PRL full route, I was done climbing Box Hill. So I decided to take a right at the bottom, and then it put me on Leith, and I was like, at least I'm pretty sure that's what the one was. And I was like, this is worse. I should have just done Box Hill again. What is going on? Isn't that interesting though that I was looking at that while I was riding that route. I was like, there's no hills right across the town.
I could allow that one, Owen, and embarrass you. Automod classified that one as swearing. I don't know.
But yeah, I was doing a little geography lesson while I was riding that, and I'm like, okay, I feel like this route is not real, because there is absolutely no Box Hills across the river. Well, now I know. It's not even in the same area. Got to be what, like at least 100 miles southwest or south.
I had a Box Hill that was near my house in New Zealand. It was not as long.
Yeah, I would say that one that's near me. I mean, it's the only proper, like, climb with switchbacks and going up a mountain and whatnot that I think there is in the state that I've been able to find. I mean, there's good climbs, but they're always like on the side of a road. And they just don't have those kind of cool views that you're looking for. As far as I'm concerned, it just looks like Maine as you see it everywhere. But this one is definitely not as steep as that. I mean, it's got to be like 7% average, I think, tops.
I found out yesterday that the firmware update for the Zwift Play controllers doesn't allow you to turn them off while Zwift is running. Have you updated yours yet, Owen? Turn them off. They turn back on. Oh, that's odd. They turn them off again, and they turn back on again.
Oh, this sounds like one of those futuristic movies, the warning movies.
It's
how Swift will control you one day.
If you turn them off while
Swift
Swift is
always
shut
has
down,
control.
then they stay off. But if Swift is running and they're paired, they'll turn back on. How do you turn them off? You hold the Z button down.
You throw them really hard across the room. Not recommend.
If I do once more up here, there's no guarantee that I'm going to get level 93 on the Divas. I'm going to have to go up twice if I can. I'm not going to have time for that.
I'm not getting anything today.
Yeah, Owen said throwing him against the wall is a one-use off switch. If you do that, Owen, then you're the only thing that you can do with them at that point is send them to me for repair.
That's only at the point when Swift starts deciding where you're going to ride. This is funny. This thing's asking me, are you recovering well? Yes, I'm actually recovering better now at the end of this workout than I was in the beginning. That's weird. One of those post-race days where nothing makes sense. It's the calm before the storm. When my body just completely decides it doesn't want to do anything, have anything to do with the bike tomorrow. And then I have to force it. Hopefully not, but maybe.
Definitely need a decent night's sleep tonight. You're going to be racing with us tomorrow, Owen? Owen's available.
I should be there as well.
So you registered. It was just 3 Bs,
Yeah,
the three of us yesterday. I can't even remember what course we're on.
I think it's Innisbrook.
You're a funny guy, Rick. Richmond reverse.
No, Road to Ruins.
Oh, yeah, it's Road to Ruins, yeah. I remember now. Bike switcheroo.
Is this
Yeah.
with no bike switch now? Is that still necessary?
It's advisable.
So KDEX to the mountain bike, back to KDEX, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Richmond was the one I sold last week going. All by my lonesome. Nobody there to
Oh,
join
yeah.
me.
Right, I caught that right after it was live.
All by myself.
Careful, we'll get taken off all the YouTubes and Facebooks.
Yeah. I don't think they'll recognize my singing as anything close to that song.
So yesterday, according to my Garmin, my the race did not make me unproductive because I checked it before I did my recovery George. It was recovery George that apparently put me over the edge, and now I'm unproductive. The only thing I can imagine is that maybe my heart rate was a little high at that point, so it's like, yep, nope, you're not healthy anymore. Come on, Garmin, give me a break. I'm trying to recover over here. But it was a little long of a ride for recovery, I guess. I'll give them that.
I am unproductive. Although my Garmin VO2 max is up to 64.
Yeah, mine's down to 62 now. It was 64 last week. And then I went down to 63 after, what was that after? I feel like maybe after Sunday ride. Or no, Monday. That's what it was. And then yesterday I went down to 62 because I went unproductive. I do want to go get an actual VO2 test just to see if it's even close to what Garmin thinks.
My training readiness this morning, the percentage is 1.
Hey, that's better than nothing. Yeah, I think that sleep is getting you. I just did an adjustment to add in my naps that I had on the couch before I finally went to bed. And I did still sleep shy of 7 hours. But I did get 8.5 the day before, so. And my hair showed it yesterday, that's for sure. Kind of showing it today, actually. There, looks like I'm going to finish this workout just in time to bring Grace. Oh, today's Valentine's Day, isn't it?
Did you forget?
No, I know. I've been remembering every day. Just haven't done anything about it. I think we're kind of at that point where, you know, it doesn't have to be anything big. That's where Andy says, well, and there's your mistake. There's never a point where that comes into play.
Even no one said don't fall
Yeah,
into
no
that
one said-
trap.
Exactly. You should know better.
Yesterday, my coworker, he's in a new relationship. He's very excited, and so
But it's a
see that-
relationship with a bike.
No, no, he has one with a female.
Wait, when did he start
And,
dating this girl?
Wasn't very long ago. It was like, I think maybe a couple weeks before or Thanksgiving. I think right after Thanksgiving. Right
That's a
after
mistake.
Thanksgiving, yeah.
That's
He's already
dating
been.
off season.
He's already been to Christmas at her parents,
Oh,
and yeah, he's taking the day off today. But yesterday he had 2 massive bouquets, which I found out. He said to the florist, so like something in the $50 to $100 range. So they made him $100 bouquet.
yeah, of course.
I was like, yeah, there's no point in mentioning the 50. Come on now. But he's young, you know. And so then I was like, oh, well, you got her too? And he was like, no, that's for my my friend. I was like, your friend got your girlfriend flowers too? And he said, no, that's for his girlfriend. Oh, okay. All right. So why do you have the flower?
His friend may not be able to hide it. That is a fair point. Because she never leaves him alone.
Run.
Yeah, so that guy made a bad mistake. That is the dating off season.
Yeah.
Mid-November to after Valentine's Day.
So far, I've worked with this guy for it's been roughly a year. I've known him for about 2 years, and he's had numerous girlfriends that he was very serious about for the entire month that they were together.
Yeah.
Sometimes too. He's very much. He strikes me as very much ready to get married at the age of 23.
Oh god.
A fresh 23 too.
He's scaring them off.
Yeah. He's about to move down to DC, and that'll be
he
the
definitely
big.
wants to be single.
That'll be the big question if she follows him.
No. He wants to go single.
Well, he doesn't think he does. I mean, that's what I told him. But the days of getting married at 18 are over.
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, I don't know if they're ever a good idea, really, but should at least give yourself your 20.
Yeah.
Is this the
Even
voice
if
of
it's not the
experience,
partner,
Rick?
like that.
Well, partially. I didn't experience all of my 20s
It
in
doesn't
that
mean
way.
like to party and womanize, but dang, find out who you are. Save up some money.
Exactly.
Travel.
I mean, it is fun also figuring out who you are with a partner, I guess, too, but there can be roadblocks in the way sometimes.
Yeah. You can date, but it doesn't have to be like get married.
All right, we've got enough time for one more ascent.
Very bright.
Before Odivas.
At 29 and 38.
No one doesn't learn.
Yeah, I got married at right before my 26th birthday. Grace was also born 3 days before my birthday. 4 days before my birthday.
That was
No,
32.
5 days. 5 days before my birthday.
I was 35.
Down for Paul Henry. Thank you, Paul.
Ooh, I gotta get going. I can get away with not changing out of my shoes. There's no snow on the ground. Yeah, there's a big storm that went right through New England and totally missed us. Love it.
What are the pedals
We're
in the
holding
car?
strong.
Do the pedals in the car have neat cleats?
Oh yeah, they do. They have them. I fitted them. That's not true. That would actually be kind of weird. It'd be tough to get used to. All right, I'll be back.
Both a promise and a threat.
Whew. So that VO2 workout yesterday shattered a couple of dudes, a couple guys who rode with me, and Jerry. They were hurting.
Jerry was riding again this morning.
Was he?
Yeah. Started while I was doing my bathroom stuff.
I was supposed to be running this morning, but I just didn't. I wasn't feeling the treadmill, so I didn't want to drive over to Y and run the treadmill. So I just jumped on here. Plus,
It's back already.
If I'm going to have a good TTT, I need to recover a little bit today, not do a hard speed workout.
You're not ready yet, Rick?
She's getting a ride from her friend.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Make that a habit.
Stock available. You forgot to ask me. I'll have that, thank you very much. Uh-oh. No, very good. Raging all the way up for this guy. Oh, and getting married at 29 and 38, you liked it that much the first time that you did it again, eh?
That's a good move, though. Yeah. Because then, how long were you married for the first time?
18
That's
years.
the big question. It was like, yes, I was married for 9 years, and then I got married at 38. Yes, that's the
So I've somehow got a time applying for Yolanda's and Hope's citizenship so that it all happens in between all of the things that we have planned this year. The Hope's going to have to go for biometrics, so we have to apply so that we get to do that before we've got to go down to Florida the first week in May. And then I've got to apply early enough that it'll all be done and dusted, for Hope at least, before she goes to college in September.
So that's good. You had plenty of years to recover and be able to have a better idea of what to go for. So one way to look at it is, I know a couple people that, well, one person who's gone just about a full lifetime and he couldn't get anybody to marry him. And you've already been able to do two.
Yeah, Owen's got hair though.
This guy, not for lack of trying, he definitely tried to get. I've watched him try to get married several times. Doesn't work for him.
You're trying and ain't gonna work.
Like, maybe first you should tell them your name.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's been in a relationship his entire life. But I worked with him I had the pleasure to work with him for a couple years. And now the only time I ever see him is when we go to work lunch at this one Mexican restaurant. He's always in the same seat at the bar. He's probably trying to marry the bartender.
I was always looking to pick up a bartender, but never marry her. That was back in my early 20s.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say, I don't know what the percentage is, but I bet it's high on that. That's a red flag. You're a bartender? Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Not necessarily. I mean, a lot of people do it because it's, they're putting themselves through school. It's good cash.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
That's the 10%, maybe. Depending on where it's at, I guess.
some bartenders
That's
make
the
some pretty good bang.
It's the case. It's the case around. Oh, yeah, they definitely do. It's just those hours the company. Because I mean, if you figure, I know for me, well, yeah, I think I spend more time at work than at home awake. And so then when bartending is your environment, it's tough. But yeah, that's mostly all we have in the tap room. It's all college students
Yeah.
just doing it until they move on to their jobs. And then we have one who's a middle-aged, lifelong bartender. She's fun at the Christmas parties. You never know what's gonna happen.
Which we must be saving all of the 250 XP for the last two arches.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up the George before TeamODZ starts.
Whereabouts are you on it?
Where am I? Coming up on 7th gate,
Okay.
or I'm on the 7th.
Yeah, you're going to be close.
I'm gonna be pushing it close. I think I'm gonna have to stop at the top. I am estimated 12 minutes right now. I don't think I want to push this hard the whole way.
Passing through gate 2.
Oh, there's a 250.
Nice. I don't know that I've had anything on this ascent.
Ooh, Greater London Flat today. That'll be good.
Yeah, I need to.
Good news for sleeping.
I need to set the route up for the Ev.
I believe the only part I'll have to sweep on is maybe the sprint and that one little uphill after the tunnel. I'm not doing a minute-long sweep with nobody, without even bringing back the person. Or no, that was longer than a minute, but it was, yeah, I was a minute away. minute behind. That was bad.
So,
That was my first ODivas that I ever got anaerobic capacity for my ride on Garmin for an ODivas.
yeah, with 11 minutes to go before Odivas, I'm going to bring the stream down. We head down the head of Georgia, and that's ready for Odivas. Well, everybody out there, Owen, thank you very much for being in the chat. We'll be back in about 10 minutes time with Odivas. Hope you join us then. See you shortly. Bye for now. Is there anybody out there? Yeah. Or 4 people watching right now, Owen. See you shortly. Bye for now.